electrical outlet. In today's video, we will be looking at watchOS 6 that was just announced in the WWDC 2019 keynote address. watchOS 6 has many new awesome features, and so on this video in my channel, that'll be the first in a 6-part series, I believe, where we'll be going over watchOS, tvOS, iOS, macOS Catalina, the new iPadOS, and finally the new Mac Pro. We will be going over these new OSs in a kind of like as fast as possible way, because a lot of you don't have time to watch a 10-minute video going over each different part of the presentation, or a much longer one for the whole thing. So we're going to be splitting this up into parts, one for each OS. And so let's just get started with watchOS 6. There's so much cool stuff. So welcome to Up to Date. Okay, so the first new thing is a few new apps. We have the audiobooks app first, so you can now have your Apple books be played back to you on the audiobooks app on your Apple Watch, which is pretty cool. We also now have the Voice Memos app on Apple Watch, so we can now make quick voice memos from your wrist, which is also going to be really useful. Finally, we also have the calculator app, so you can now do addition, subtraction, whatever, on your wrist using the touchscreen. And the calculator can also do tip calculations and bill splitting between multiple people if you're at a restaurant or something. So in all, these apps are going to be really useful and helpful. Like if you want to listen to audiobooks on your workout, if you're at a restaurant and you don't want to bring your phone, it's awesome. So there's a really cool new hearing health feature where it'll basically warn you if the decibel levels around you are too high, and this helps prevent like hearing loss. So as always with the new watchOS, Apple's trying to help your health out, which is awesome. And like any new Apple Watch OS, it comes with a lot of new watch faces, like new versions of the modular face, as you see right now, and a lot more, including a California style and a lot of other ones, which I'll show you a couple of them now. So to start out, we have this cool new modern gradient one, which I think looks sick, and if I had an Apple Watch, which I don't, too expensive, I would totally use this one. It has different customizable colors like a pink. It's awesome. And there's also a version of this cool modern watch face gradient that has the circle like you see with the voice memos shortcut. You can customize all your shortcuts and stuff, so it's a more functional yet still awesome looking face. It comes in like the same customizable colors like pink, and yeah, it's pretty sick looking. They also added a new grayscale kind of theme for this modular face, which is cool. But there are many more, so let's take a look at all of them real quickly before we finish. So here's a pretty cool one. It basically has behind the watch face the hour, and it prints in different like types of number languages, and you can see I've caught a screenshot of it mid-switch, so that's pretty cool. We've also got this cool little modern face that has many different color options, and this is the green one, so it's pretty neat. And here's the one Apple's calling like the California style, and I'm sure it'll be very popular. It looks like a very traditional watch face. I think I mentioned it earlier. And like many of the other watch faces that were just announced, it can be customized with all kinds of toggles and different shortcuts and things, as you see here. And finally, we have this cool one that shows like the solar patterns or something like that. I'm no expert in this field, but it also has all these different toggles and stuff and shortcuts, just like a lot of the other ones. So that is also pretty cool. And so that was a quick look at all the really cool new watch faces in watchOS 6. I think that the designers did a very good job this year. Props to them. These are all really cool. And while I've gone over a lot of the new features in watchOS 6, most of the big ones, in a video like Up to Date, where the goal is to be a quick look at, I can't get every single feature. Like as you're seeing on screen right now, there are so many more features that even Apple didn't mention in their presentation. So yeah, it's really cool. So this has been a quick look at watchOS 6 on Up to Date. If you enjoyed, feel free to like this video and subscribe. If you didn't, YouTube has this feature called the dislike button. Make sure to check back next time where we'll be going over tvOS, because there is a lot of cool new features, although not as many as watchOS, because how much can you add? It's a smart TV platform. But I'm going to be doing a whole series on this, so this is actually the first content video on my channel, so tell me any improvements down in the comments, and without any further ado, this has been a video on the electrical outlet. I will see you next time. Peace out.